Hi everyone, this is Lee. I'm going to show you in this tutorial how to install MAMP and get WordPress on MAMP for the local host. So first of all, we're just going to do a quick Google search to find the MAMP site. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, just Google search. And all you really need to do is download the free version. And so that's going to start downloading. Anyway, so I'm not going to let that finish. There's no point because I already have it. I have the Pro version, but make sure that you just install the free version. That's all you really need. I use it a lot more intensively, so that's why I opted in for Pro. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. But first, after make sure you go through the install process. I don't think I need to show you how to install a program on a Mac. I'm pretty sure you're all capable of doing that. But if you need to, there's probably some instructions somewhere on here, so I would look for that. So now we're going to go to wordpress.org. We're going to go ahead and download the latest version, which is 3.8.1. Click it again, download it. Should take you a couple of minutes depending upon your internet connection. Go ahead and unzip that however you do that. Usually just double clicking it will do the job. And the default program that Mac uses to unzip a program, it'll put it back into the same directory, so you'll actually just see a folder in downloads with the unzipped version. But I have it so it just goes directly to the desktop because it's, yeah. Anyway, so you wait for this to finish unzipping. And now, while that's unzipping, you can go ahead. I'm just going to minimize that. That's what MAMP looks like when you open it. No need to change any of those settings. You go to Applications, MAMP, and then there will be a folder called htdocs. Open up htdocs. I'm going to delete this folder so we can redo it, just for the sake of education. New folder. We're going to call this WordPress, just to keep it easy and simple. We're going to open the folder, and now the folder that I extracted onto my desktop has all these files in there, and so we're going to select all of them, and we're going to copy them in to the folder in the htdocs folder in Applications. And that's I actually just changed the location. I didn't copy it. I recommend copying it, but since I have so many, it's easy for me to just re-download that. Anyhow, so we're gonna go to MAMP. So I had MAMP running, so I'm just gonna stop it and then restart it just to show you. There will be a start button. You're gonna want to click start. It may look a little different for the free version. You'll need to enter your administrative password, but the button should be labeled similarly on the free version. Don't change any of the settings here. No need to do that. Web start. You click on web start. Make sure you click on web start, or it'll automatically pop open. I don't remember exactly how the free version works. It'll either automatically open or you have to click on web start. Then you're going to go to PHP My Admin. There will be a tab up here. Then click on Databases. Create a new database. I'm going to think of a random name. I'm going to call this Database. You can really call it whatever you want. Don't change this. Keep it at collation and hit Create. Now you'll notice that our database will be here, and I called it Database. Very simple. So you don't need to create any tables. You don't really need to change anything. And just note here, database. Note that you don't need to change anything. The default username will be root, and the default password will be root also, and the host will be localhost. At this point, you might want to write that information down, or if you have a program like Evernote, you can just pop that open and go ahead and type, let's say, username root, password root, host, localhost, and that's all you really need to know. And just make sure you have that handy, whether it's on paper or digitally. Now, remember how you had, if this is done properly in the htdocs folder, remember, you go to Applications, MAMP, htdocs, you created the folder named WordPress, then you copied and pasted all those files in there after unzipping the folder from the downloads folder. And so you're going to type into your browser http://localhost:8888, and then you can do /WordPress. And where you should go is to where it says OK error. It's not really an error. So it says there doesn't seem to be a config file, whatever, create the config file. You need this information. I already told you to write it down. Let's go. Database name. What did we call it? I called it database. Username root, password root, database host localhost. Remember, we wrote down the information. Table prefix, don't change that. Now, all right, Sparky, whatever. Run the install. Oh, that's another thing I had going on. Forget about that. So then you land on this page. Name the site, example site. Username, choose whatever username you want, whatever password you want. I will not tell you what password I use. Enter your email. Don't worry, they don't spam you or anything. Install. That'll take a second. Anywhere from 10 seconds to 30 seconds. And now you click on the login, you enter your information, login. Voila. Now, in order to write your first post, click on posts, add new post, enter your title, enter your post, click publish, go to the site. Wow, okay, here's our post. Now you'll notice it's a little bland the way the site looks because we haven't applied any themes to it, but later we will start to discuss themes. And let me go back to the post really quick. If you click on this little house icon thing and you click back and forth between it, it'll go back and forth between an example of the preview version of your website and the dashboard. The dashboard is you have some cool stuff like WordPress news, activity, at a glance. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss that whole thing. I don't really need that. We'll go back to posts. That's pretty self-explanatory. They created a default post called Hello World. I'm just going to trash that. And I'm going to go to edit the post we just made. And notice if you click on this show hide kitchen sink, you'll have a slew of options where you can add media here, and you can upload images, and you can pop those in there. You can create a gallery if you like. You have the option, remember, you can just add a YouTube link. So I'm just going to add a random YouTube link. I just made this video for somebody. Believe it or not, I'm not just a student. I do all kinds of stuff. Okay, share. Take the link. Pop that in there. And then there's some cool formats here. Sometimes they give you cool stuff. Images, video, audio, quotes, link gallery. I suggest adding some categories to help you. I'm going to call this random. And then tags. Tags will help search engines find the post. So random tag. And you just start, whatever makes sense. Featured image. I recommend putting a featured image. I don't have any images right now, but usually something that represents the post so that once we start getting more into themes and styling, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm going to update this post. I'm going to go back to preview the site. and you'll see that that YouTube video is in there. Whoa. If you want to see an example of a site that I created for the purposes of this class, just go to retropressed.com, and you'll see a site I created in WordPress. I did the styling for, and this is the thing we created in class. I have to re-embed the tweet. Remember how we embedded the tweet with the HTML? I put the YouTube video in there about this Russian guy joining people's conversations. Yeah. I tend to write a lot of personal information on this, so don't judge me. I don't really care what you think. Anyway, I think that's about it. Remember to go to Google when you buy your domain. Type something like GoDaddy. That way you get the this really easy link to go for the 99-cent domain names. Search for a new domain. Something is awesome maybe.com. Remember to be creative. I'm just doing this as an example. I'm going to add that to my cart. Don't buy anything else. Continue to cart. Wow, yeah. Something is awesome. 1 year. I already had something in my cart. I'm going to get rid of it. Well, yeah, whatever. You get the idea. I don't want this anymore. Go away. There we go. So something is awesome maybe.com. Your total will be $1.17. And then go through the checkout process. You may have to create an account. Really simple. Yeah, that'll be it. You can opt in for extra stuff like security and all that, but honestly, it's not really a big deal to have your email address as a contact for the URL, because people may contact you to buy it. As I told you in class, I already got an offer for retropress.com, for $100. I'm expecting that to, start to go up over time. Remember, I bought it for $1, just like you guys, and so that's a $99 profit. Just in the couple of weeks that I've owned it so far. But I expect that value to go up over time. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Email me if you have any questions, or text. You have my cell phone. If you absolutely can't figure it out on your own, I'll be on campus Monday, Tuesday. Just let me know. Make sure you bring your laptop with you. And that's about it. How do I stop this?